Hello everyone. I'm actually in my new space now. Um, it's been a while since I've done videos, but I've actually got like a dedicated little space now to do my videos in. It's quite a bright day, so now and then the sun might kind of like shine through, and I'll be. But otherwise, we've got like a desk that isn't really all that wobbly. It's actually nice and straight and stable, and got a little office space now to see private clients and um all private readings I've taken up recently. So got a little office space to see people who want to come and have a reading. And I've also got like a little shop area over there that's growing. So um, you know, do more videos and things as time goes on and show you and upload things. But anyway, this reading today, I was trying to think of a specific question, and I was thinking like, come on, we need like a juicy one, an interesting one, like a revenge one or a love one, or like all combined. Um, And then they were just like, no, just what they need to know. Tell them what they need to know. So I'm like, okay. Um, I've got three decks, and I'm not sure which one to use. I really like the Morgan. I've never really used the Morgan Greer with yours before, but the guided me to the Brigit Esselmont one. It's this one. She's really cool. Actually, check out her stuff online. I think she's busy tarot, isn't she? Good. Um, this is. I'll use this deck to like, and they might guide me to the other one. Or they give me them as a they give me them for the different piles. Right. First pile, Richard Esselmont deck, pile one. Second pile, I was wondering what they were trying to tell me then. Second pile, so option two, is the Modern Witch Tarot. And option three is the Morgan Greer. So it's basically a reading on what you need to know right now. I might try and see if I can train the camera on the decks. I don't know which way around they're going to do it. If I train the camera around, I'm using my laptop. So that's just sort of like, so I've got pile one's the Brigit Esselmont, pile two is the Modern Witch, pile three is the Morgan Greer. So that's pile one, that's pile two, and that's pile three, okay? Just gonna put the camera on the table, which hopefully you'll be able to see. I don't know if it's a good way of doing it, but anyway. So pile one, pile two, pile three. Okay, so first pile. I don't know if like, I've got like a red plastic fan thing that I've got my laptop on to raise it a bit. I should probably refine me equipment. I've not long moved into it, I'm fairly recent, so I've kind of got the space more or less the way I want it. Okay, so I'm going to go with pile one now. So, oh my god, 4 minutes in, that's the longest ever. I've rumbled and rambled. Okay, so what does pile one need to know? I do offer personals, by the way. So even if like you're online or I've done video calls before now, so um, as long as I'm face to face, you can see. I'm also going to try and set up email readings as well. Anyway, what does pile one need to know, please, sir? Thank you. Queen of Swords. I don't know if some of you are doing writing projects, because this feels like your energy. Tell me more. Let's see if we can get some specific messages out. It just feels very general after. More cards, please, Spirit. Give me an idea. What does Power 1 need to know this time, please? Loads of cards, let's go. Loads of cards. So there's 3 of Cups for you then as well. What does Power 1 need to know right now, Spirit? The man isn't worth it. I just heard someone saying that. The man isn't worth it. So if you've got like a man in your life who embodies the King of Cups reversed energy, he's not worth it in terms of your goals and your ambitions and things. Because this feels like energetically, you feel like quite an ambitious pile, and there's like a lot of strong feminines in this group. Oh, 3 of Swords. Yeah, you've had some heartbreak in your love life. I think you're the group that's you've kind of like tapped into your feminine energy a lot, as you've gone through life, and you become like very self-sufficient and kind of kick the man to the curb. Whether you're whatever energy you resonate with, but it's like if you're a feminine dealing with masculine energies, you've really come through some things, a lot of mental energy. You become stronger as a result. It's almost like you focus on your career and your goals and your ambitions. They're giving you strength as you've gone through. You may actually work within sort of writing, publishing, editing, or just things involving your mind. You've used your mind to get over things in life. Ace of Cups. I feel like some of you have got love in your life now that you managed to find it as a result. Some of you have got a lot of love in your life, and it hasn't been sort of like a permanent thing for you. But some of you actually found the right person as well. Some of you have got some very good relationships going on now. But in the past, that was who you were, and some of you are still traversing that journey. Spirit. There's any more? We'll start with these. I've got about 10 cards here. So yeah, you've got the Queen of Swords feels like your energy. This is where you're at. So you're very empowered, very driven, got a mental energy. Might be a writer, entrepreneur, business owner, from those boss vibes. But you've relied upon your feminine energy a great deal. You've got into that space as a result of hardship throughout your life. Whether you're in this group or not, whether you've got like this in your life now or not, some of you have, some of you haven't. Just clarify that. You've got the Seven of Cups reversed and the Five of Swords upright. God, this is the situation you like, but I'm trying to figure out if the Five of Swords is you or if it's someone else. You've got the Seven of Cups, which is almost like a lack of options, or something making you feel like you've got a lack of options. And I'm trying to figure out if this Five of Swords is you or not, or someone else has made you feel that way. Tell me more, Spirit. What's the Seven of Cups reversed and the Five of Swords, please? Tell me more about that little card combo there. Thank you. It's like someone hasn't made you an offer or something like that, and you're trying to sort of. This is a work situation, I think. And they tell me about that. Page of Pentacles reversed. I think there's someone at work that you're having a bit of conflict with, who's maybe blocked your progress in some way. You've got Page of Pentacles reversed, which is in relation to this. But what's interesting is that they've come out like that, and you've got like the Queen of Wands kind of looking, the Queen of Swords, sorry. This is you at work, this is how you want your energy, this is representing you. And this is a situation you've got to work with. Someone's denied you an offer and made you feel like you've got no options. And you're using your mind now to overcome it. Everything that you've become in all these years, you're using your mind to overcome that situation. So that's going on right now, Spirit. I want to acknowledge that. That's in your career, like, tell me more, Spirit. Is there anything you need to know about that? I think they'll probably give you some info at the end as well, some guidance on that, because I feel like that situation is fairly recent or ongoing. You've had a decision to make, the Lover's card. This also takes you into the love aspect of your reading as well, where they just wanted to tell you about this King of Cups, the Lovers, Three of Swords, Three of Swords. So this guy is basically being hurt, but this also represents your past as well. I think this feels fairly recent. You've got a decision to make around moving on. Being betrayed in some way. You've got a decision to make about moving on. I don't think this King of Cups could also be fairly recent or still kind of there, and you may just be adding insult to injury with this, with the Five of Swords reverse. It's like betrayal. It's like this guy betrayed you. So you've got like this situation going on in the workplace, but you've also got this King of Cups as well. He might not be entirely trustworthy towards you, and you've got a decision to make about whether you stay or go. You could also be someone from the past, and you might have to. You've definitely got the decision to make and work. These two situations are almost similar or combine similar energies. You've got to decide whether to stay or go, and it could also be looking back to the past, deciding whether to completely cut it off or not move on. You know, but yeah, then you're feeling staying or going. You've been hit by this King of Cups recently. I don't know. For some of you, it's in the past, and for a lot of it's like recent. I suppose it all ties in this work thing. I think it's all connected. You just kind of like the best way I can put it is you're kind of kicking ass in your own life right now. Because but that's what you do when you kind of like, it's like you work and you love life and you kind of you're taking control. And you've got some decisions to make around your love life. I think you've got that around your work as well. And it's just like, you want a new beginning. You've got the page of wands. Spirit is saying this is coming in for you, this new beginning. You're creating this and you're like, this is what you're manifesting. So it isn't Spirit saying this is just what you want because you do. I think you're actually manifesting this as a result of kicking butts over here, kicking derrieres, posteriors, whatever you want to call it. You've got a new beginning. Some of you have already found love in your life. So for those of you that's probably just a career side. Many of you haven't, though. You're still looking for this. So this is like a wish card or an idealism card. What you're looking for and what you're trying to manifest. You're trying to manifest abundance in your life as well. And I think like it can relate to your work and your love situation. And you've also got the Four of Swords then. That's the last card. And the Four of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, which is like being more discerning about what you take and what you don't take, being more discerning about offers in general, what you allow into your life, and what you don't allow into your life. So this can relate to work and your relationship karma, can relate to all of that. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, it feels simultaneously idealistic and predictive as well. But you're going to take some time out to think about how you can manifest what you want. But you are going to do this. Feels like it's going to happen. This feels semi-definite and semi-not, like idealistic, but also that can come in. Some of you already got this. And the Four of Swords is you kind of thinking about how you're going to do it, and more or less deciding. One of the things that you have decided through being in this contemplative state is, one of the things that you are going to do is be more discerning about offers that come in general, whether it's from like relationships or work or whatever. Six of Swords is moving on. You might be thinking about a home move, or an area move, like a geographic move. So you might be thinking about moving out of the area in order to fulfill these goals that you've got. This goal of manifestation, what you want to achieve. You might take some time out to think about it and make a geographic move to a different area. Maybe get a job somewhere else, move somewhere else to live. And you feel like there'll be less drama with it. Five of Wands reversed. I think there's a lot of drama where you are, or it just doesn't seem to be a very peaceful or helpful environment for you to be in. It's like as if the people are dramatic and the jobs are dramatic, and you feel like you might have a more peaceful, stable life somewhere else. That's how it feels for your part. Um, I think you're thinking like your aim as a King of Pentacles or a much more stable man the King of Cups was. And at the moment, he feels reversed to you because you feel like you need to go elsewhere in order to find him. You've got to sort of go on your travels. You've got to do this first. So you feel like he's out of your reach at the moment, this ideal man or ideal person. Um, feels like, you want it to be like this. But in order for him to be like this, you've got to do this, you've got to go somewhere else. So you feel as though your happy life is somewhere else, your job, your work, your job and work, your love life, home life. You feel like it's elsewhere. So I'm just gonna get more information. Three of Swords card is jumping out at me. I'm sure it is. Um, what's this long? These a few. That's me to ask about the Three of Swords, the heartbreak energy. Um, you've been really hurt in the past. You've lost your faith in love a bit because first thing I got, I saw the Ten of Cups, which is the emotional fulfillment and love card, and I saw the Devil card, and I was like, to be friends with the Devil. And this is like somebody has caused you to lose your faith in love. You've lost your faith. But with this Knight of Swords, if someone's come running in, ridden roughshod over your feelings, and made you not believe in this anymore. That's what you've been through, what you've experienced in your love life. Somebody's made you not believe in love. And, you're trying to sort of get that back in a way. I think that's what your challenge is. You are the Queen of Cups underneath it all. So, underneath this, like, Queen of Swords, strong, domineering, kind of logical, rational kind of energy, this boss lady energy. Um, you are the Queen of Cups underneath it all as well. You are an emotional being, you want to be loved. And I think that's what your goal is, what you want to be. That's like your conscious kind of desires. And you want to get more in touch with your high priestess as well. I think you've got to go about doing that, your intuition. So this is what you're wanting to do right now. Spirit can see that you're wanting to find ways to reconnect with your high priestess within. So you might be drawn to esoteric practices, and you might be drawn to crystals and things and tarot. Maybe that's why you're watching this video. And you might be drawn to all of that, all the things that develop your intuition. A very good card, a very good crystal for your intuition is amethyst. Amethyst is good for the third eye, and also fluorite as well. Fluorite's very good for the third eye intuition. Um, it's very, very good. Well, just trying to see if there's any others, but they're good for your intuition, developing your third eye, those crystals. Um, but yeah, you're trying to sort of find that within you. This is what you're aiming for right now. And Spirit's letting you know that they're aware of what's happening, they're aware of the chaos in your current life. Because it is chaos. You want to avoid it, you want this. It's like this, and you want to reverse it by moving somewhere else. You don't feel like you're getting anywhere in your current place, in your current situation. Uh, I'm using my Mystic tea books. Yeah. Coffee, very important. Most important meal of the day is your first cup of coffee. Um, yes, this is this is you where you want to be. This is your goal within you. Well, this is kind of Simran reap the service of you, as you're the Queen of Cups, kind of Queen of Swords on the surface. This is you, kind of undercurrent. Um, there's like an undercurrent of you. Like it's you. That's what I can see, like feel energetically see in my head. That's how it's looking to me. So you're trying to find ways. So spirits will encourage you to do that, to continue to do that, to continue to connect with the esoteric side of things and the witchy side of things. Your inner divine feminine, um, ancient witch type energy. Um, it helps with a lot of things. Um, so I'm just gonna get some more shuffling. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. You've got new beginnings coming through. You have definitely got that. Two Pentacles. You want to juggle things. I'm getting from that right. Normally, like two Pentacles, like oh yeah, you're juggling, you're busy, and it's reversed, right? I don't think you're getting challenged enough in your current environment. You're not fully developing yourself or fulfilling yourself. There's no full fulfillment, if that's like a phrase that works, right? You want to be juggling, you want to be doing more, you want to feel more effective, you want to feel like you're doing more with your life. To the point that you might be juggling, oh, I need to put this, to put this. You want that in your life at the moment. You feel like your life's a bit kind of like you're not fulfilling your potential. You're not doing enough. You want to be this person, which few people kind of do. You know, you're like this at the minute. You feel like you want to be more busy, more, but busy in a fulfilled sort of way. You want to be making the most of your gifts and talents, and you feel like moving away is going to help that. Further advice of power one, please, Spirit. I'll probably have to go on to power two and then. Thank you, Spirit. Nine of Wands. They're saying hang on in there, but at the same time, don't hang on in there if you want to move forward. Should power one move somewhere else, please, Spirit? What do they need to know about that? Should power one move somewhere else? Will it be a good move? I'm saying the Three of Cups. Ace of Wands. Should power one move somewhere else, please, Spirit? Okay. Some of you, um, some of you, right, aren't destined to be married in this life or be with anyone. I know that sounds, you know, but I've got like the Ten of Pentacles reversed. You're going to be okay anyway. So some of you will remain single and won't get married. You obviously you meet people, but like you probably date. But there might be some of you that you might find that you don't end up getting married or whatever, or having that financial abundance and stability with a partner. I mean, I'm currently unmarried myself. You know what I mean? So I've got no kids, so I don't think it's going to. I'm in my 40s, so like I might marry with kids. I don't know. I'm 44 now, cutting it fine. So with this one, it's like maybe some of you won't ever find that you get married in the future. You'll be on your own, or you'll be partnered up with someone maybe, but you won't necessarily have that sort of marriage and kind of the sort of Bridget Jones kind of envision, vision type of thing. Um, but you will be okay. You'll be happy. Now I may yet be in that group with you. I don't know what's going to happen over the next like 20, 30 years of my life, but like um, I do, but you never know. But I'm getting the Six of Wands energy, which is victory. This is you. You'll be happy anyway. You'll be alright. And I've also got the Ace of Wands. So it looks like you're going to find that for the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like you're going to find that fulfillment anyway. You're going to find the abundance for yourself. You just won't necessarily share it with a married partner or a romantic partner. Some of you will, some of you won't, or at least some of you will. But for those of you that don't worry. If you find yourself, in 20 years' time thinking like still not married, still not, but finances and career are okay, then you can think back to this reading and go, oh yeah, all is well. You're on the path that you should be on. Some people just aren't supposed to. It's one of them. It's whatever the divine's got in store for us, whatever our path is in life, and it's all sacred, regardless of whether you know. That's something that I'm kind of going through myself in a way at the minute. So I'm not being shady or anything by saying, oh yes, I'm married with 3 children. Like, no, I'm not. So I could well be in that group with you, as I say, I'm just saying what I'm seeing really. Yeah, you're not going to be on your own with your boyfriend and all that, you're not going to be alone. Hermit reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse. Do nicely at yourself, step out, be happy. You'll have a lot of friendships as well. Three of Cups. Sorry, more spirit. What else the power one needs to know, please? I think I'm getting good vibes, so you're going to be building with someone, going to be building with people. I have a lot of really good projects. I think I'm getting good vibes when you're moving away. Um, you're going to have to leave a relationship behind in order to do that, though. So this could be the one that went wrong, you know. Don't let it hold you back. Go for your happiness, go for your joy. If you do end up single permanently, don't worry about it. Hierophant, don't worry about this. You might get married, you might not. Either way, find your happiness within yourself. And don't worry too much because you're on the path that you're supposed to be. Um, so don't sweat that if you do find yourself there. Some of you might worry about that now. Some of you might be a little bit younger than me, heading towards that time period. And thinking, God, will I ever get married and have kids, The answer for some of us isn't. I mean, like, someone's just, you know, yeah. So for many, it's yes. I mean, it can still be yes. I mean, but I think maybe some of you are in that place. I mean, maybe, if I was to pick a pile, I might end up picking this one. I don't know. I don't read for myself. I tend to read for other people. Sometimes I do my own reading stuff fun, like a year down the line or something, and it's quite accurate. It's quite weird, actually. I'm frightened myself. Um, but I can relate to a lot of what's coming out in this pile in terms of going within and finding the high priestess within, and and the Queen of Cups and I'm a Pisces, so like you might be a water sign, you have to be. Finding who you are and finding that strength within yourself where you're an independent unit, you yourself, and then you don't sort of think that the only thing that's going to make you happy is managing kids or whatever, which maybe some of you thought you'd do. Like I thought I'd do, but you get to a certain age and your 30s and your 40s where you go, oh, actually, yeah, that hasn't happened yet. um, and for some people, it's just not meant to, and it's not a problem. I'm almost sort of bracing myself for that one. It might not. Um, it might. If I've got time to get married, kids, I'm cutting it fine. But like, you know, so yeah, it's whatever path we're treading, it's a sacred path anyway. And it's the path of the high priestess. It's a sacred one, regardless of whether you become a mother or not, or a father or not. Um, it's a sacred path. Just looking for the high priestess for you. But all of our lives take us closer to the divine, to God. And each soul's different, and each path is different. I think that's the message of this part, really. If you are worrying about where you are in life, if you are worrying about your life currently, I'm feeling like there's a green light for you to move to a different area. I feel like you will find fulfillment there. Um, don't worry too much about doing the tried and tested traditional stuff. If your life seems to be taking an alternative path, don't worry about it. Embrace it. Be yourself. Be who you are. Be the Queen of Cups. Embrace that energy. You've been through the heartbreak there as well. So don't worry too much if your life is a bit unusual. I think as this path, this is the unusual path, the path less travelled, road less travelled. Um, and the move I think will help. Move abroad. I'm hearing for some of you as well. Move abroad. Um, continue going forward. Don't let relationships hold you back. The Two of Cups reversed. Don't let the more recent one hold you back. Go forward into the sun. You have the sun card before. As you go moving swiftly on, you know, you'll find happiness. And some of you will find marriage. You will find the higher. You will find it. Some of you won't. But don't let any relationship hold you back from realizing your true self, your self actualization, being who you are as a soul, um, doing what you need to do, treading the path that you're supposed to tread. It's between you and God, you do. So I hope that helped, pal. One. I've been on this for a while. I've been on for about like 20 odd minutes. Yeah. So I hope that helped, pal. One. I think this message here, what you needed to know was, don't don't be afraid to be yourself. Trust yourself. Get to know yourself. Love yourself. And recognize that you are whole and worthy, whether you've got marriage and kids, you've got a partner and kids, whatever. If your path is unusual, you're still valuable. You're still you. You still have value in the world, and you're still meant to be here. And you will have an impact. And that move will be good for you. Keep going forward, keep moving forward, and don't let relationships hold you back. Anything that hasn't worked out, so let it go. Move forward. Okay. So I hope that helped, Paolo. I hope you liked that, Paolo, actually. Okay. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye bye. Part two. Nice. Part two was a modern witch. So I'm just gonna give this a shuffle, and then we'll find out what you need to know. Be on this video, 30 minutes already. Oh my god. Queen of Swords just come out. As I'm shuffling, that was the last pile. I'm not done shuffling yet, so like spirits give me cards already. And the Queen of Swords wants to jump up to acknowledge that previous pile then. So yeah, so some people will move on from power. Um, Yeah. Here's a good sugar. This table isn't as wobbly. It's a nice big desk, it's really nice. Okay. I love a little office space. Um, near where I live and work. I'm here like in the evenings and the weekends mostly, and come here to do this video during the day. Um, really happy. Really nice little shop. You can look over there at the moment. Incense holders, and your notebooks, my Mystic tea mugs, my lipstick on there. I'm gonna have some more of these pens coming as well. The Mystic tea pens. I just think, with Tyler tea gets spilled, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So, Mystic tea works. And tea strainers and yeah. But it's good. I'm gonna have more of it something. Little gift sets, things that I make up, These pencils just fell off. I'm going to put it back in and ask for it properly because I was still at my shop as I was shopping. So, Spirit, what's a power you need to know, please? Oh, look, these cups. What cards for? What's a power you need to know, please, Spirit? Are you not having an affair or something? I'm just asking, okay? Just asking because I'm seeing the two of pentacles is what's wanting to come out. I bet you it will in a minute. Ten of cups. You've got a very loving family or situation, many of it at the minute, right? But it's like your head's being turned or something, like somebody else around. Charlie, you're thinking about whether to stay or go. That's what's feeling like the theme of this pile right now. But we'll see. Pile two. One's pretty slow. Two of Pentacles, Death cards, good God. You're entering a new relationship to go with someone else, aren't you? Which one? Yeah, loads of them, yeah. Too many cards for Ace of Pentacles, someone you better with, maybe. No. So that pile two, please, thank you. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. That's good. Let's take these, I think. Circle reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. He's just not doing it for you anymore, is he? Whoever he is. I think you've got those of you who resonate with feminine energy. You've got a very stable, very secure, very wealthy, solid man in your life. King of Pentacles, like husband's energy or partner energy. But you're just not feeling it anymore. You want to leave. I think there's an ending to a relationship here. Your focus was on love at the minute. Ace of Cups finds a fulfillment in love. Put your first card out. And you're kind of withholding at the minute. Withholding your emotions. Those cards reversed. Decision made. Ten of Cups. You've got this in your life, but I mean, this King of Pentacles is very stable. Ideal husband and father material. But you're just not happy. You know. From the energy you can resonate as well. You're not happy. And so it's kind of like this, Like you should be happy, but you're not. It's a bit. This is how you're feeling about it, really. But this is upright, but this is on your mind, you see, because you've got this already. You might have children as well, so your children might be on your mind in terms of what you do, how you get past it. You've got the Seven of Pentacles reverse, which is no longer taking stock or looking back. You're not you've made your decision. Your decision's been made. The Lover's card reverse. But you made a decision to leave, or you're going to if you haven't yet. The decision's like you know what you need to do, but you haven't done it yet, or you haven't admitted it to yourself yet. Do you know what I mean? Two of Cups reversed as well. So ends of relationship. I kept seeing the Two of Pentacles as well, like juggling. So I don't know if you've met someone else. Ace of Pentacles. Quite neat. Pen again. Say more of a party, please. But what to do now? Six pentacles, three. You could be the boss of this person. You could be above this person. This is someone that you give to or help or something like that. Are you thinking about, going to pastures new with this person, going somewhere else? I can name Martha's Harbour in my head. I often sing that one. It's from the 80s, all about it. It's kind of waiting for someone, I think. I actually can't sing, but I won't because I'm too shy. The sea calls to me in the line, so I think you're thinking of going overseas with this person, going somewhere else. Isn't it a holiday though? Like you want to go on holiday with them? I don't think it's like working or moving or anything like that. It's going on holiday or something, going away with them, somewhere else. So yeah, this is my breakup pile. Nine of Cups, a wish card. It feels like some of you may have met someone else already, but you haven't gone for it yet. The offer's there, but you haven't gone for it yet because you're trying to get out of this and make sure that it's the right decision. You've made the decision, but you're still hesitating. I think because maybe you do feel a bit guilty. Any more cards here? We've got a lot of cards, Spirit. Yeah, you want to leave behind disappointments and hurt and go for what you want. Um, Six of Cups. When I saw the Six of Cups and I saw the Ace of Cups that you were going to leave, but it was the Six, strange, isn't it? What I saw in that card initially. And you want them to get away from it, I think. I don't think it's someone that you've known before, or you've met a new person, I think. This could relate to the person that you're already with or been with. Or you've got this history, you thought that they were that, but you've been disappointed by them. I don't know whether he's disappointed you in some way. And maybe there's something you can't get past in the relationship, and that's caused you to, yeah, no more delays, you're moving forward. Yeah, the energy of this just feels like you're breaking up with someone, you're leaving a long-term relationship. It's very, very specific, I know. What does part two need to know, please, Spirit? Okay, Seven of Cups. Get more than that. Any more, Spirit? Seven of Cups. Five by Seven of Cups, please. Should they stay or go, Spirit? You just come to stay or go. Something like that. Okay. Balance, justice. You'll find justice and balance in this situation. Whatever you decide to do, whether you decide to stay or go, you'll find justice and balance. Spirit will feel like that. I'm going to be honest, right? Spirit will feel like to caution you about this. Um, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get out and you shouldn't move and everything. And this person that you got is very, very stable and very abundant and, ticks every box and everything. You're feeling disappointed with them for some reason though. He's disappointing you in some way. And there's somebody else that's turning your head, maybe someone that you work with or something you're thinking about like going with them. And you've got these fantasies of going on holiday with them. I don't think that Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, sorry, was about like, moving abroad with them in any type of real practical way. It was more going on holiday. Um, I heard the line "The Sea Calls to Me" in the Martha's Harbour song. And it was it's like as if you want them to go on holiday and have this like sort of fantasy with them. When you imagine going on holiday with someone that you want a relationship with, sort of thing. You walk on the beach and it's all, but then you come back to reality. But it's like it's almost like an pretend honeymoon or something. I don't know, like an escape. rather than a reality of life with that person. So I think you're thinking about someone. I think you may have met them at work because it's all these pentacles, and that person may have, made you some sort of offer, and you're thinking about doing it because whoever your current partner is disappointed you. You've made a decision to go, and I think you will go as well. I think you will leave, but the spirit worlds are kind of like, okay, they can't tell you what to do. You've got free will. They would never tell you what to do. If anything is trying to tell you what to do, tell it to get lost in the name of Jesus. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, honestly, do not ever allow any spirit to tell you what to do, ever, except God. If something comes through to you and it's saying do this or do that, it's making you feel like you have to get a priest in. Not even joking. Get rid of it. You have free will always, and you know. So, but the energies that they're telling me, they're letting me know that we go through lessons in life and we make decisions and we learn from them. And what's right for you, or what you feel is right for you in this moment, is to leave this relationship. If that turns out to be a path that maybe you've made your path different, you've chosen a more difficult path than you were on before, that's up to you. That's your soul choosing that, right? So the kind of saying you are going to leave, because I can see the justice card, you might even end up with a divorce, right? So it's going to be a more challenging path than the one that you were on before. And they're like, okay, okay, then, you want to go this way? Okay, I think I'm getting a feeling of caution, almost like you've made your decision, you're going to do it anyway. I honestly think you will. Um, they're saying, like, maybe, I think maybe it could have been worked on, or you might have been able to do more with your current relationship. You might have jumped ship, maybe. That you might look back at the situation and think, oh, maybe I could have done a bit more there, or because it's like the Seven of Cups. I heard someone in spirit kind of say, quite agitatedly, but like not in a bad way, just in a kind of, you've got no options. You won't have any options. Almost like you're gonna find life a little bit difficult first. Um, you've chosen the more challenging path. It's almost like you've made things more difficult for yourself. It doesn't mean it's a bad decision. You've chosen what's right for you, whatever feels right in your heart, whatever you want to do. But the spirit world's like, no, it feels a bit like that. But you're gonna do it. I think you've already more or less done it. You're already on your way out. I don't think you've made a decision, and that's okay. They'll love you anyway. They'll be there for you. They'll support you. They'll help you through any challenges that you face as a result of the decision that you've made. You know, they'll support you. So don't worry about that. But they're just a bit like, oh, God, are they choosing this? Are they okay? It's going to be a challenging path for you, I think. And you may find that the situation is going to be the situation with the work colleague is like the fantasy, or you're going to find that you're going to learn lessons about fantasies and expectations and disappointments, and um, you know, it may be that your expectations of this person were unrealistic with this King of Pentacles, because it feels like it's disappointed you, but like in a way that wasn't necessarily a deal breaker, but you might have felt it was, but like it's not really. And the spirit were like, oh, maybe you could have waited that a bit more, or you know, but it feels like you've made your decision. I'm seeing Three of Pentacles where you could have continued to build with this person, but no one's telling you what to do. The spirit will love you anyway. Do what's right for you. Do what you feel you want to do, based off your free will. Okay, and the spirit will support you anyway. But they just let me know. I'm being honest with the energies I'm getting. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh yeah, everything's fine. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you what they want me to tell you. This path may be a more difficult path than you imagine. It may be a more challenging one, but it'll be the lessons that you need to learn. Sometimes we have to make not the wrong decision. There's no such thing as the wrong decision, really. Sometimes we make a decision in a particular direction, and it may not be what we thought it would be, or we think, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have gone back. And we have to live with the choices that we make. You own your decisions, and you learn from them. No lesson goes wasted on this earth, with God, and we always have pattern eventually leads to him anyway, it leads to where he wants us to go. So I don't think you can ever be fully taken off the path that you're meant to be on. I think even if we make detours, sometimes stupid detours. I mean, I've made stupid detours. This feels like it might possibly be a less than sensible detour. But only you can decide, only God can decide that, and only you can, essentially. Um there are maybe things about this relationship that you could have maybe worked on, but you're not in the energy or the state at the moment to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's what they're trying to say. Tell you really. You see, there's more. More advice apart you, please, Spirit. So the spirit world's a little bit bothered, but like they're going to be there for you. You've got a lot of healing. Star card reversed. But the things within you, I think, from what they're telling me, that maybe needs healing, and maybe it's what's causing you conflict, and you'll learn all of that. Um, we make decisions according to what we need at the time. So it could be that your soul needs more healing, isn't ready for this relationship, isn't ready for this stability. You've given it a go, you've tried it and gone, oh no, I need to go and do this first. There's things within you that need to be refined and healed before you can fully maybe settle down with this type of person as King of Pentacles. And so, love the lessons that are coming towards you. These are lessons that you need to learn, that you want to go through, and that you as a soul have elected to go through as well. And only by leaving this relationship and taking that path where the spirit world is like, God, okay, like when people look through the fingers, you know, that's what she's doing, or that's what he's doing, okay. There are lessons to be learned, and you'll only develop and grow as a soul. So you're instinctively choosing the path that's going to lead to your growth and to your healing ultimately. There's still things to go with you. Um, yeah, you'll have a new being. You'll be feeling a lot better about things actually as well. You'll be feeling good. You feel a lot better about things. I think you're in a situation now where you're not comfortable, and where there are still lessons to learn and things to do, where our soul isn't perhaps ready for something. Isn't ready to fully embrace something, fully connect with something, fully appreciate something. I mean, maybe with this person here, I'm not telling you ability, but like fully embrace an opportunity. Um, where we're not ready to do that, we feel a sense of relief, don't we, when we think, so it's not anymore, And no matter how good that was, for us in terms of our health or whatever, we feel a sense of relief when we don't no longer have to do it. And it's sometimes that can be because the soul still needs to develop in a different direction or develop more before we can fully embrace the opportunity that we've got. We don't always take advantage of opportunities that we've got. We don't always make the most of them, and it's because our soul needs further healing, further development. And that's what this is. But you will feel better about things. I think the right thing. I think you're probably all right. Taking the path that you have, because although spirit wanted you to maybe wanted more for you, I don't know, better for you. You know, it feels like it's essential for your soul growth that you take this path. So, further advice apart you, please, spirit. You're not going to be on your own. This night, someone's just coming in. So this person that you've got your crush on or that you've met, I think they're going to come in with you. You're not going to be single. Um, you're going to get away with it. I can feel like there's almost like a fair energy with this, or like, yeah, it's hard. Look, you're the Queen of Wands, look. Queen of Wands. That's the Tart energy in the deck, just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. The person that you with might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The new person, I mean. Um, and yet you're going off into the sunset. So I think you are going to move forward with that person. You've already made your decisions. And fate will decide. You've made your decision, taken your path, you're owning it. I think you're going to feel happier as well. You are happier, and that's because your soul's saying to you, we need to go and do this, and spirit will, oh, God, good enough. Um, further advice for two, please? Yeah, 3 cups. You're going to be doing a lot of drinking. Maybe you couldn't do that with a King of Pentacles. So no, I just felt there's alcohol involved, or partying, or having friends and things. You're going to feel like you're freer to do a lot of things that you enjoy doing. And you're going to reflect on things. You're going to think about things, meditate, and go within. So you're going to learn a lot from this situation. I think you're going to become more self-reflective and clear on what you need and want as a result, clear on your way forward. You're going to think about things in a very logical sort of way. You may also be an air sign, tends to be. But yeah, it's going to lead to your development and your growth as a soul. So while it's going to be a difficult path, and spirits are caution you, or at least spirits are just thinking, oh God, okay, you've got your work cut out for you, whatever path you're taking up. May involve a divorce as well, justice cause. But this is a serious long-term partnership that you're leaving with your pal and pal too. Yeah, you haven't got your victory at the moment, but you will have it. So at the moment, you haven't got your victory. Anything else about you, please? There's an imbalance at the moment as well, but it will be balanced. You will find balance. So kind of wants to do that and then that. You want a happy home. It's reversed at the moment. Anything else for the reading, please, Spirit? Or Hierophant? Any more, Spirit? Any further advice of helping, please? A bit cloudy over there now. Nippy for September. Further advice of helping, please? Did they give me anything else, have you? Mm. Nice pentacles. Yeah, maybe the King of Pentacles is a bit too slow for you. You don't want slow and steady moving energy. Maybe you found it a bit boring, and you're going to get clarity on that. Through this situation, through having this fling, this affair, whatever this is, you're going to become the Queen of Swords and the Hermit, and you're going to get clarity. After all, this has kind of actually gone through this situation. It might not stay as a fling, by the way. I mean, it might develop into something more, but like I was saying with this, whoever you've met, with all the partying and everything, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot, the open road, you're gonna be in this sort of energy, and you're gonna get clarity. You're gonna think about it. So it's gonna bring you to a greater sense of yourself, and you're gonna come to an understanding of what went wrong here and what didn't happen, why it didn't work out for you, why you weren't happy. I think you find them boring, and maybe this is why you're going to embrace all of this, the excitement, the Three of Cups energy, the chariots going on the open road, going out driving, and that, the holiday, the overseas thing, it's all fantasy and having fun, and maybe you felt a bit restricted or a bit bored by this guy. Don't think that the person was abusive, but I think you just feel a bit bored with it all. I think you want to get out there and suit your roots, but just like have a bit of fun and let your hair down, and I feel like you're free. And that's what you're trying to do. So saying that spirit of with you step of the way when you as you go forward on your path. Um, and they're saying that whatever this lesson is, you'll learn it. They're acknowledging that and they're saying to you're gonna learn and grow as a result of it. Maybe that's about this card. Yeah, there's heartbreak there. You want to overcome the heartbreak. Um, you don't want to see your life anymore. You've been upset yourself. You just want it to be over with, really. Yeah, there's an upturn in your financial stability. The domestic and abundant stability of the household. Um, but your intent isn't to betray or to be cruel or anything like that. I have a sort of reversed. You just want your happiness, really, and that's what you're gonna get. I think you're gonna learn from the situation. You're gonna develop as a soul. You needed to do some more growing. That's what it was, and more developing within yourself. Um, to fully feel happy in a situation like that you were in. So I hope that helps, Spirit. I hope that helps, Patrick. Get your focuses on finding this idealism, idealized love. You've got an ideal in your mind of what love should be like, I think. And so spirit helping you refine it. And through this situation, through this experience, you're going to refine that idea. And you're going to have the best idea of what you want and what you're happy with and what you're not happy with. And have all the fun in the process that you want to have. So I hope that helped out too. And I hope to see you in my next video. I do personals as well now. So let me know. Anyway, see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Part 3 now. Last but not least, I'm going to go get food because I'm trying. Okay, so part 2. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck with you. Part 3, even. Need food. So in part 3, what does part 3 need to know? Ooh. It's Saturday morning. Where are we? This is like, I do this outside of work. I work full time. And I do this outside. And I'm spending sort of evenings and weekends in my little space, in my little, we've got like a new little office space for reading for clients. A mini shop that's grown. And I can do sort of online readings as well, and possibly I'll open up email one just some things as well. You've seen these books. Right. What does pile 3 need to know, please, first? Pile 3 need to know. Hang on, I saw that. Just thinking back now, is it going to do the floor price or the red? Okay. What does pile 3 need to know, please, first? Here comes the cards now. Energies of something being over with, something being left in the past. Okay. Yeah, something didn't happen for you, page your odds reversed. A new beginning of some kind doesn't work out, so it didn't start. Too many cards, I think that's for it. The Lover's card. Claim lost proof. Actually, there's the needs to have. There we go. But this is to do with love relationship as well, isn't it? Love a card for you, please. Where's the card? You're desperately trying to make a love relationship work. It hasn't worked out. You're trying to make it work. You sort of the relationship isn't working out at the moment, and you're trying so hard to make it work with the person. You feel like you're doing everything. I don't know whether the person's closed the door on you, broken up with you, shut it down, slammed it shut. I heard, slammed it shut. The other person slammed it shut. You're trying so hard to make this thing work. You feel like a male energy rather than the female one. feel masculine watching this. And I don't think you're getting the results that you want. You're trying so hard. The cards that you got so far, you've got the page of rods, which is the beginning or the new, the thing that hasn't worked out for you, which I feel is the relationship. You've got the lover's card, upright. You've got the five of cups reversed, which is accepted disappointment in a way. You've kind of accepted it, but you're not coping. You want it to become worth it. You still think there's something worth salvaging. Seven of Wands, this is you fighting for it, trying to deal with it, trying to, Eight of Pentacles, the same. And at the Empress on the bottom of the deck, you may view this person as an Empress. That's not even more spirit. You're trying to hang on in there, you're trying to hang on to this relationship. You really want to make it work. Death card. But it's over with. It looks like it's over. You're not accepting it, so you didn't want it to be over. You don't want it to be over. I heard from myself. Like there's denial going on. You're not seeing everything. You feel like there's things that you're not being told that you don't know as well. Almost like there's more to know before you accept that it's over. So, you know, you don't want it to be over. This is more of a wish card than a predictive one or a one that's showing the circumstance. This is more like you don't want it to be. You don't want it to be over because there's things that you still need to find out. You feel as though there's still things you need to know. There's much but part three. You can see the tower. It's been a bit disrupting. Yeah, more about these sort of that topic. Oh, perfect. Okay. Tower Pentacles. I just said then you may have helped a woman and her children. If you're a man, I feel as though you're masculine. Yeah, for most of you. Don't have to be, but it just feels like there's a lot of masculine energy watching this. Five of Pentacles reverse. You've helped them with destitution, and you feel like maybe they've been ungrateful. She's been ungrateful. She's been a Queen of Swords. Very cutting with you, very cold, very harsh with the words. She might be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. And you feel like she hasn't been grateful enough. She's been very unkind and harsh to you when you've actually been there to help. You're trying to help, and you feel as though you want justice because there isn't any at the moment. You actually want justice. Something more spirit. It's a part feeling something things. I feel as though she's got kids, school that you're involved with. Ooh. Yeah, love. You feel like you don't want to put all your love in anymore because you feel like this. You feel depleted. You are a loving person, but you feel as though you can't put any more love in, or you shouldn't. Um, but you have been trying to get this to work. What advice part three, please? What does part three need to know? I'm getting quite sleepy right now, but I'm also hungry. So, quite a week. You don't want to be single. You don't understand you. This person's broken up with you, I think, or something. What's the spirit wants part three to know, please? What's the spirit want part three to know? About to break up, what was that one? Just spirit will part three to know. I could be getting hungry as well. The Empress. You regard this woman as the Empress and you're hanging in there. You can also if your own head. I heard that very, very clearly. I think you were stuck in your own head. And I think that it's making you ruminate, and I think that you're getting a little bit not obsessive, but I don't think it's helping you. It's not saving you. What advice can you give part three, please, Spirit? Thank you. There's another man in this woman's life, Knight of Pentacles. Same with energy, but she's got somebody else with her. And I think that's what you're feeling better about. Nine of Cups. You also deserve your wish card, you deserve your happiness too. You deserve what you want. They're asking you to go after that, you know. Some people know what she's doing, who she's with, you know, the fact that she's not single anymore. You know, look after yourself, you look after what you want, focus on what you want. It's separate from this woman. Maybe what this for. Many cards. You feel the cards about you, please. You feel like you can never meet anybody else again. You can though. You feel the sun when you're reading them. Guidance to pass through peacefully. Yeah. Two cups, you will meet someone else, you have got the chance to. Queen of Cups is reversed as well. I feel you feel like worried, like you won't. The spirit wheels are reassuring you. This could be a woman coming through from spirit. Very often the Queen of Cups is. It's a woman coming through from spirit, a mother or a grandmother figure usually. And so she's around you leading, saying you are going to meet someone else. You've still got the chance to. Don't give up. The Empress as well. You've got the Empress energy there. She's coming in to show you, but you've got some abundance coming in, some financial abundance, material abundance. Not necessarily in the form of a woman, but like in the form of material, money, just general happiness and same with your stability. You've got abundance coming in, so look forward to that. So things aren't all bad, and you have the potential to meet somebody else in the future as well. Could be a water sign, but this woman also represents the spirit lady as well. I'm going to tell you that. If you feel like you're there happy and they don't know that you are. Anything else? I think that's positive, basically. We have the advice at part three. Thank you. Yeah. I really wanted to give you the sun. Got the sunrise. I kept seeing that before for you. And the fool. Step out. Step into the sun. Follow your intuition. Trust yourself. Be the high priestess energy. Trust yourself. Go within. Step out fearlessly. Okay, you've got the sun coming in. Be positive about the situation. It may not be as feel as though, and open your heart as well to others. Open your heart more. Open your heart to others. Um, you've got the star card for healing as well. King of Rods. Um, this is a relationship that hasn't worked out and you're still holding on to it and still wanting to reconcile with the person. But it feels like they've already moved on. It feels like there's masculines watching this who are dealing with the feminine who's moved on with another man, with masculine. And the spirit world's asking you to have faith in yourself. You can have what you want as well. You can achieve your wish. You can achieve your wish card. And to go out there and do your thing and be happy. Step out into the sun, open your heart to people a bit more again. And yeah, I feel like she's taking you for everything. She got like she took money off you or something, I don't know. Doesn't feel very good there, what she's taking from you. If she has, but like either way, it's time for you to move on. That's what it's saying. They want you to know that it's time for you to move on and you'll find happiness elsewhere. You just got to believe in yourself, follow your intuition, and you'll find your wish card. You get your wish. You deserve yours as much as anybody else does. So I hope that helped part three. I'm really tired. I feel like I'm just go like that. Oh my god. I mean, instead of reading the Sacred Ozzy, I made it very energetically during my working with energy. So, and I've had sleep last night. It's not like I've had a late night. I'm not one of them that goes out, all the time. Like, I'm not like that. I'm not into sort of, I absorb all the energy from people anyway. From me, and they go, if I was in a club or something, um, you know, but I'm just like really tired. But I'm gonna get something to eat that might help. Um, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that part three, and I hope you got something from it and it helped you for those of you that resonated with. Um, I do take personals now as well, so let me know. Contact me, and I can do like just a video calls or email readings as well. People come to see me in person in here now in my little office space, and there's videos of it on Facebook, on my Facebook there. So like a little mini shop over there is ordering incense and that. But yeah, it's all growing, it's all getting there. Oh god, I'm so tired though. um, I'm sorry for yawning throughout your reading. By the time I got to yours, I was like, it was draining me anyway. But like I'm just so tired this morning. But anyway, I hope to see you next time. I'll try and do these videos more regularly now because I've got my little space and everything. Got it all set up and that. So, and I hope to see you soon. So have a lovely day. Thank you.